What's up, guys? Welcome to Orange 22 Fishing. My name is Dave, and today marks the very first day of our annual Deep Creek Lake fishing trip. For the foreseeable future, we're going to be out here staying at the lake, relaxing, vacationing, doing all that stuff, but most importantly, we're going to be filming some really exciting fishing videos. We're staying at a part of the lake that we've never stayed on before, so we got to do some feeling out of the area because we've never really fished it before. So it's going to be some exciting new content, just exploring new spots here on the lake and hopefully having a lot of luck with the fish. Right now it's 6:15 in the morning. I'm super excited to get this fishing trip underway, so I'm gonna head right down to our dock, launch out my kayak, and we're gonna see what happens in this brand new cove that we're staying on. Well, good morning, everybody. It is 6:45 in the morning. We are on the water at Deep Creek Lake for the first time this year, and we're hoping to start off this trip with some quick action. Got a Yozuri jerkbait tied on, goes 4 to 8 feet. Most of the area in this cove we're going to be fishing is around 8 to 11 feet deep, so should be right in the mid-range here in the water column. I may or may not have snuck down to the dock last night in the dark once we came in and got checked into the house and caught a couple of fish off the dock with it. So I'm pretty confident we're gonna have a lot of success. Lake is super calm, and I've not seen a single boat yet, so should have a pretty easy time out here, I think. Seeing a lot of topwater blow-ups already, so the fish seem to be active, and we're just gonna get right at it. So I'm gonna paddle over to the other side here. We're gonna work our way down these docks, and hopefully it'll be a good day out here. Here is a little bit closer look at the bait. It's 4 3/4 inch long. It has really good action in the water, puts off a lot of shine. I think it's gonna catch a lot of pickerel on this trip, hopefully a pike. I've never caught a pike before, so hoping for one of those as well. Good bait for a walleye, good bait for bass. And yeah, we're just gonna pick up whatever bites out here. As much experience as I do have on this lake fishing here, I've been coming here forever, pretty much every summer, but I've never fished this little arm of the lake that we're staying on this time. So it's gonna be a little bit tricky figuring it out, but I'm pretty confident fishing here is gonna be good. We got deep water, we got access to shallow water, and we got 3 docks that we can access because of the place that we're staying at. So shore fishing should be good, and this little cove does look pretty good from a kayak as well. Plus we're renting a boat, and should be able to bring quite a few good videos your way this week if the weather holds up. Nothing so far on the jerk bait. I'm gonna stick it out with it for a few more minutes, but if we don't get a bite on that, I think we're gonna switch over to something a little bit smaller. Got my ultralight set up with me back here, so got plenty of options we can use on that. We're just gonna try to get a bite. There we go. Gave it a couple of twitches. Oh, what was that? Couldn't even see. The sun glare is too bad right there, but I was working it through this scum right here. Gave it a couple big twitches and something just slammed it. Either a walleye, pickerel, or a pike. I could not tell at all. I just knew it was long and skinny. But maybe that's that erratic retrieve we need to stick with right there. So I was steady retrieving it, then I gave it a couple twitches and some just killed it. Another one. Oh, this is better too. This is much better. This is much better. Oh yes. Oh yes. We got something good, guys. We got something real good. I think it's a big walleye out here in the middle. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, big keeper walleye. Heck yeah, guys. First on-camera fish for the trip, and it's a nice one. He's kind of barely hooked. Need the net. Need the net. Get in there. Nice. Nice. Well, I'm guessing that last fish was a walleye, because that is a beautiful keeper right there. And we're gonna fry him up tonight, because that is a really nice one. Yes. Awesome. I don't want to leave this spot because we found a school. I'm guessing anywhere from 17 to 18 inches, maybe even 19. Really good fish though. If you guys are longtime followers of the channel, you know this is a bait I love to use back home in Delaware. And I got the deeper version for out here because the one I use back home dives 1 to 2 feet. But man, look at that beast of a walleye, fat one. We're gonna fry him up tonight. That's really good eating right there. I don't like keeping fish, but the only time of year when I do is out here at Deep Creek because these things are just so tasty. I'm gonna put him in the net. It's kind of my live well out here. We're gonna paddle back to shore and throw him in the cooler, but I'm gonna see if I can't pick up another one while we're in this school because that was back-to-back cast where we had a fish. All right, we'll give it this one more cast and we're gonna paddle in, deposit him into the cooler, then we'll be right back out here getting on some more.
12 seconds later.
Alrighty, just paddled over the dock, gave my fish to Maddie and Luke, who are fishing on the dock over there, so they're enjoying themselves. They had a couple fish on a buzzbait, but it got off. And the bite definitely seems to be picking up here as the morning goes on. It's probably 7:30 now, I haven't even checked my phone, but as that 9 o'clock hour hits, that's usually when I found the fish bite best in the morning. Not super early here, but around 9 o'clock usually is the sweet spot for me here anyway. It does make it kind of tough when all the boat traffic is on the water, but so far this cove that we're staying on has been quite quiet. And we're just gonna paddle right back out there to where we caught that walleye and had the other one on. I have a feeling we're gonna get something else out there the way they were hitting that bait. But I think right in front of us here, we got a snake cruising way up there. Probably can't even see him yet. But I definitely see him, yep. Little water snake. Maybe not so little. Oh, he's looking at me. I'll zoom in with the GoPro right here so hopefully you guys can see that. Yep. Harmless little snake. Don't mess with them, they probably won't mess with you either. All right, where were we? Around this area, maybe a little bit further. I knew this lure was gonna get crushed out here, guys. I caught a giant pickerel on it last night in the dark. Then I come out here this morning, real nice keeper walleye. I believe we were right about here. It's kind of marked by all this scum on the water we got right here. Easy to remember where we were when you got a landmark like that, but let's get right back after it. Hopefully we can boat another one. Oh, look at that carp, guys. That thing was massive. Probably a 20-pound carp right out here in the middle. Does seem to be pretty shallow out here. I mean, this thing does run 4 to 8 feet, but we are getting weeds on about 50% of our casts. So I'm guessing it's probably around 6 feet right here. I'm not sure why the walleye are stacked, but maybe there's some underwater structure or something other than the weeds, because there's weeds throughout this cove, so maybe there's some rocks down there or something. It's funny how you can come out here and throw probably 100 casts I've thrown so far, and then we had fish on back-to-back casts. Nothing before, nothing since. Man, oh man, when we got the sun at our backs like it is right now, you can see this lure coming through the water with all that shine and everything. It just looks so, so good. If I get one to hit within like 20 feet of me, I'm gonna be able to see it eat it too. Some topwater shenanigans going on over there, so every time I see that, of course you want to throw into it. Don't know what it was eating up there, but it was something. Not a bluegill. Not sure how well you guys can see this, but look at this action in the water on that bait right there. That shine, that wobble. Oh man, so good. Still trying to figure out a pattern out here. Of course, we did have that little bit of action with the walleyes, but still kind of a tough bite so far this morning. Just got to find what retrieve is working here and what lure is best suited to throw on the end here. I'm gonna stick it out with the Yozuri minnow a little bit longer, and then we'll explore other options. Oh man, oh my gosh, that pickerel crushed it. When I gave it those twitches. It's the second bite we've had with some twitches. Look at him. That was cool, and he got off. That is perfectly fine with me. Those things, I love them to death, but when they get those 3 treble hooks in them and they're flopping around in the kayak, it is a tad bit dangerous. So it's fine, he got off right there. Still cool to watch him eat it though. Like I said, I absolutely saw him eat it right there in that clear water. That was just epic. And the jumps too, that was super cool. But he was following it in. I gave it a couple of twitches just like that. And that extra action provoked him to bite it. So much water to cover out here. This lake is so big, it's just insane. We're gonna be going to a lot of different spots on our boat that we're picking up today as the trip continues. Should be a really fun time of fishing that we spend out here. Good start already too. No complaints here with that walleye and pickerel. I think I'm gonna throw just a few more casts with the jerkbait here this morning. Might bring it back out later on after these next few casts, but as we approach this shaded shoreline over here, I'm gonna go a little bit more finesse. Pull out a little 3-inch white yum grub on a jig head, and then we'll toss that around. Maybe get on some yellow perch, smallmouth, walleye. Another versatile multi-species bait that I like to use out here at the lake. If you guys look real closely, you can see right from where we're at right now, up on the top of that hill is the house we're staying at. Beautiful view down here on the lake. When we come out here, we like staying at different spots every different year and just exploring new parts of the lake because it is such a big area. Every time you come out to a new spot, it feels like a completely different place than you were the year before. It's amazing. Man, as I'm fishing, I've just seen so many monstrous carp out here splashing around, coming up to the surface. I'm thinking I may have to try to film a carp episode while I'm out here because these are like 20, 25, maybe even 30-pound fish that we're seeing come up here. They're just absolutely monstrous. And that's something that we've seen all over the lake in all our years out here. There's just so many gigantic carp. They're in the spawn right now here in early June. And they're just going absolutely crazy all over the place. Out here in a kayak, you always want to be mindful of the wakes that you deal with from all these big boats that come ripping through. Especially in a small kayak like this. This is an 8-footer, so you always want to be mindful of your surroundings, especially since we are on such a big lake. Anytime one of those wakes come towards you, just point the front of your boat straight into the oncoming wake. That gives you the best chance to not flip out here. The majority of boaters out here are pretty good and they won't wake you too hard or anything like that, but there are some special people that come through and give you a hard time and send a big wake your way. Wow, I'm gonna show you guys something right here. Look at the weed cover that we are on top of right now. You can see in that clear water. Look at that. So the bottom here is probably 8 feet deep, but these weeds grow up here off the bottom. Those walleye, pike, pickerel, they sit way down there in the bottom of these weeds. So it's super cool when you can catch a fish out of something like this. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. If you find weeds like this on the bottom, you're gonna find fish not too far behind. I'll definitely remember this for later too, so I can come up from this way and cast onto this without coming over it like I just did and disturbing it. Let's see if we can't round out this little video right here with one more fish out in the middle. Bite has been pretty tough this morning, to be honest. Just still getting a feel for him out here. First full day at the lake. I mean, we've done pretty well, but just gonna continue to get better as the week goes on and figure out what they're munching. Man, look at all the minnows right around my lure. I don't know if you guys could see that, but not sure what exactly they were. Maybe baby walleye, because we're back in the same spot where I caught those 2 walleye, or caught the one and lost the other. But they were very curious of what I was throwing here. I did switch back over to the Yozuri, didn't have any luck on anything else, tried a few other things. Baby little pickerel just followed that up right there. Thing had to be 7 or 8 inches. This lure is half the size of the fish. That was super cool though. I love just seeing fish follow it. Love seeing them eat it even more, but super cool in this clear water, man. It's something I'm just not used to back home. There's one. Slammed it, guys, right off of the jerking motion again. Looks like a pickerel. Oh, super fun fight though. Not a bad one either. Just T-boned it. Absolutely T-boned it. That's how you know he hit it when I paused it, because it's when the bait goes to the side there. And that is a nice big old pickerel right there. Not really the species I was looking for out here, but not a bad fish. Let's get him in the grippers there. Oh, he is a powerful one. There we go, we got the lure out of him, but look at the size of that pickerel. There's that good lighting, check him out. Heck of a fight, man, heck of a fight. We get these back home in Delaware where I'm from, but they are just so much healthier out here at Deep Creek Lake. Beautiful fish. The best part is seeing him swim off right here. Get him all revived in the water, he should be perfectly fine. He is. And there he goes, back down to the depths. Awesome. Well guys, that is gonna do it for this episode here today, but honestly not a bad trip for my first morning out here at the lake, first full day. Got plenty of fishing planned in the rest of the day and the rest of the week as well. We're gonna be getting on a lot of big, nice, beautiful Deep Creek Lake fish, but definitely you guys saw a taste of what this lake has to offer this morning. Just really great fishing. You know, it was a slow bite, but we did figure out somewhat of a pattern with that jerk bait and with the twitches and everything. So I'm happy with how the morning went. If you guys did enjoy the video, give me a big thumbs up down below, please. Drop a comment and hit that red subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss an upload from us here at the channel. Gonna be bringing you guys a ton more Deep Creek Lake content here in the near future, so stay tuned. We got some really cool challenges and just fishing adventures planned out here. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.